What's that? Oh, no? Come on. Come here. Stay. Toby. Toby.
Food motivated.
Okay, Bubba. Yesterday, I actually stayed eating a lot. Okay. Come sit there.
So again, he's not taking food. I'm either gonna have to. Oh, there he is. There he is. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, good boy. Oh, good boy. The whole 12 by 12 thing's not going to work. Because he's not really, but he's also not scared of death. Tubby.
First the blondes are really good. And out.
Not ideal. No, but I'm saying not ideal for me. I don't have this dog's trust at all, so any pressure, even that leash pressure, sucks for him because he's like, what the fuck? If I could spend a day or two establishing a little bit of a connection, moving around on the leash, playing, building some trust and stuff, then this is not, you know, this is really stressful. So stressful the fact that he can't take food, right? Like he doesn't want it. I see. So the pressure that I used was steady enough that he could tell the difference between the floor and the bed, but not making him move. Sunlight and shade. When he gets off the bed, it's sunny. Sun ain't bad, but after a while you're like, I want some shade. You get it? So I didn't make him get on the bed. I see. So we skipped the food. This rush is making him, I don't want to make it sound like he was actually, because obviously nice, but like, I would not, if this dog was my charge, would not work on place today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I built some relationship and some engagement, some trust, because I'm gonna have to use pressure to keep him on. And if you apply pressure with no relationship, it sucks. It's patently like, yeah. Does that make sense? So I prefer to use food to teach them what I'm looking for, right? But again, some of you guys are going to work with dogs that you literally, they won't take food from you. So even though this is a little bit more pressure, do me a favor, right? Even though this is more pressure than I would prefer to use if you're working in rescue, where you have a dog. So a little spatial pressure. Good. Pressure stays on, gentle, gentle, gentle. Good. So they find the spot on the bed. So ideally I would use food to teach the dog how to get on the bed and how to get off the bed. I do not like to teach using pressure, which is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't use motivation. You don't want to play with me, you don't want to food. And that's my general answer. So if I can keep spatial pressure on, I don't need the leash. Waiting for an opportunity to reward. It's not the sit necessarily rewarding, it's the accepting the relaxation. But sometimes I can have a chance to have some kind of interaction with some shitty. What most people do is they'll stay there so the dog's successful, but then they have to reteach them every time they move. So like I start moving right away. I steel the dog to the ability for me to move. Don't put pressure
Look
yet.
at that.
Don't put pressure yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because most people, that level of thinking about it, they would have already gone. But I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Because the dog's building muscle and
So that was really nice right there, right?
if he checks in with me or self-soothes, I can reward. And this good. You know what I mean? I couldn't tell. Good boy. Good boy. I'm going to explain this in a second. Good job. Good boy. Good.
Wow, that's good.
So, okay, stupid as that is, I started preemptively gooding, sort of. It looks like I'm gooding for no damn reason. I'm not. Right then, I was rewarding him for the absence of a bad choice.
Mm-hmm.
I know that sounds ethereal and hippie and shit. But he wanted to jump off the bed and wasn't, and I was telling him that was fucking good. But if I'd have waited for him to decide, he might have made another decision. So in that situation, that was way above the training. That's way above the level of distraction he was ready for. Right, that's way above his training level at this point. Leash stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So a couple things. One, he learns place in a pretty low, this is not me whipping his ass sort of setting. It's not bad collar, phone collar type approach. It's real set of shit. But not only is it teaching him impulse control and all that stuff, we're also teaching him, like Tug teaches the language of stillness as a correction. This is teaching not just the verbal markers and stuff, but it's also teaching fluency and spatial pressure. Because now, before, I had to almost touch him with my body for the spatial pressure to work, but the last rep was from 2 feet. Eventually, he'll get subtle enough that that is a correction. Right? And when he's at that level of fluency with spatial pressure, you have a better chance of him with dogs. Right? Because dogs go, and if the other dog's like, what is that supposed to fucking mean? Good.
Nice,
Good boy.
really nice.
Good. People don't ever take the pressure off fast enough. Yes. back to him, but look, I didn't put a lot of pressure on him when I went back. Spotlight's turned off.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? Because you can go back looking, you can go back intending to praise, and they're like, you're putting a lot of pressure, and then they get mixed in. So I approached him, but kind of turned the spotlights off. Okay. And he doesn't know that release word because we haven't worked on it. Okay. It's okay. Promise. I promise. No correction. It's okay. It's okay. This is where it gets sad. Okay, yes. Had I worked out the okay on tug and play and condition relaxation first, you would have understood it. I don't like using pressure to teach. But if you get a dog that, like, you're working in a shelter, you're working in a rough situation, you get a dog that's not taking food,